Hi guys, I woke up this morning and I thought I've made a video about Arco install, and I've shown you that you can use the ArcoLinux ISO to encrypt a partition basically. And it was around 7-8 seconds, and I wondered, it has been a while since I've tested the ISOs that we have. And of course they're using Calamares. I'm going to use ArcoLinux, that's not a bad idea. So this is the future ISO for next year. And I'm going to set also encrypted and count the seconds. That's all I want to do in this video. Calamares is Calamares, right? It's not ours. It's a joint venture, so to speak. Big name. A lot of people working as open source guys for nothing, to make a Swiss Army knife, so to speak, to install an operating system on a machine, NVMe, SSD, and maybe still hard disk. So that's the thing, right? The development is done by others. So me, right, as an end user, I'm just gonna test it and see what the end result is, basically, how many seconds. Because there is always the Arch way of installing, and of course all the other guys that are based, distros that are based on Arch. First of all, when we boot up, if we're in a VirtualBox, so we press Ctrl F and wait a few seconds and Ctrl F again, and hopefully it's, well, in my case 1920 on 1080. If not, there is always the system settings. You go to the display, there you are. You set the right thing, right? And then apply, and then voila, done. So, does it matter? No, doesn't really matter. Offline or online, doesn't really matter either of this one. Grub is still the most default for many people. And it's also graphical, it's not black, right? So there's that. Choices, you choose. And then we got Belgian, and we get the raise disk, and here it goes, right? Encrypt. All right, very difficult password indeed, so nobody can get in. Next. Off we go. Maybe it's a good time to remind you how this thing works, right? How we envision installing these ArcoNet, Arco Pro, and Arco Plasma, and that's in the information where we tell you that with this option that I've just done, ArcoNet, easy, what you see is what you get. So this is going to be installed on our machine. Never less, always more. If you of course go to advanced, then you can install more. In this case it's really just bits and bytes. That's exactly what it's doing. We've put a compressed image, and he's now rsyncing it, and that's the compressed image, right? And it's basically brain dead. I mean, 1 bit X and 1 bit on Y, it just moves from A to B, and you see here it's done with rsync, and where it's going to is the Calamares root from where. And that's it, right? It's just copy paste. So what you see is what you get. That's the thing. And if you go to advanced, that's something else. If you go advanced, then it's always gonna be copy pasting, right? There's no way around this phase. But then we remove everything. So what you see is not removing Firefox and not removing things like SoftwareM and ArcoLinux, but just the XFCE stuff. Like if you know your packages, XFCE4 and XFCE4 goodies, those two are removed. That's it. Now all the rest stay. So yeah, partially it's still the apps. What you see is what you get. But yeah, you can select so much more in advance. There are really many tabs where you can say I'm gonna do this and that. So if you forgot, right, this is there for a reason. It's changed since a few months ago. But our life has become easier maintaining 3 ISOs rather than 45 ISOs, right? A little bit easier. Trust me. So let's wait for this to install, and then we'll count the seconds basically. Sorry, I was already rebooting, so it's installed. Now is the time to know and to count. So my password 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. That's strange. I would think this would be slower than ArcoLinux distribution. So let's do this again, right? Yes, of course, the rebooting is still in progress, I know. But, well, I should watch the video then. So how does this look? If we use, let's see if gparted is there. If you use this tool, this is how it's gonna look. Encrypted ext4. That's one way of looking at it. The other way is DUF, also nice little tool. These days it gives us a long list, and the only thing we need is the top rather than all the rest here, the special devices. So Lux is up there, right, this one. Let's ask it again. Sure, let's reboot. Let's go for the seconds again, one last time, then call it a day. 1. Let's do that again. Was a bit longer now. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's around 5, and then we are here. Voila, now we know. Measuring is knowing, and well, everything seems to be okay. All we need to do is wait a little bit longer. Everything needs to be set up. And here we are. So yeah, sure, Eric, why not count until we are here? So we have also measurement for that. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's a long time, right? I think that's a long time. But it's the way it is, right? We can't do anything about it. Not really. I'm gonna do one more because I did a right control R, which is why it says clean in the second line. So I did a clean up there because I just interrupted it. Let's wait for the actual reboot. If he has the intention to reboot, finally, right? Okay, again. So, password 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, no clean, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20-ish, right? Yeah, it is what it is. So, most importantly, right, it's working. That's the most important thing. It is encrypted. And as you can see, you know what is encrypted. Not everything is encrypted. That's, of course, column R is deciding what to do, how to do it, right? So boot EFI is not. All right, cheers.